welcome back to another Wind Down Wednesday with me, Janelle. What I want to talk to you about tonight is animals and animal cruelty. You know I'm a big pet lover, especially a dog lover. In fact, I like all animals. You should check out this Instagram site. I think it's called Divine Animals. Anyway, they post the cutest videos of animals. But I do love animals, especially I love dogs. And one concern I have now that this pandemic is people are going back to work and everything, I wonder what's going to happen to all the dogs that people adopted and all the pets. I really hope that there isn't a large increase in abandonment of dogs, because it's one thing to be at home all the time and have a dog, right, or a cat, and you're there to take care of it. But if you go back to work and the dog barks or cries and you're not there to take it out, I hope people will have the tolerance and the patience to take the time to train the dog to be alone, or the cat, or whatever it is. I really hope we don't see an influx of pets being offered to be rehomed, right? I hate that word. Rehomed. Like, I'm rehoming it? No, you're giving it up, motherfucker. That's what you're doing. Anyway, I have a hard time when I see any kind of cruelty to animals. I can't even watch those commercials that are for $5 a month. I mean, I can't. It's just like flip the channel really quickly. But something happened to me not too long ago that really bothered me. And if I could have taken this cat and ran, I would have. Okay, so I'm on my little Sunday morning. I take a nice big walk, like a 6-mile walk in Beverly Hills, throughout the beautiful houses and walk in the nice neighborhood. And it's just easy breezy. Anyway, I'm on my walk, and I'm walking, and I see this beautiful multicolored cat. And it's sitting like on the sidewalk. I don't often see cats on the sidewalk, right? Like, I'll see a dog on the leash with its owner, but a cat by itself, it was like so weird. So I'm like, I wonder if it's tame. So I'm like, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Well, this cat comes up and rubs itself against me in between my legs, and I bend down and I'm petting it. It's got a little collar on, cute little heart-shaped collar, Colette, phone number, Beverly Hills. I'm like, okay, so it belongs to somebody. It's not a stray. So I pick up the cat, and I go to the nearest house and knock on the door, and no one answers. I set the cat down for a second, and I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. So I start to walk away, and the darn cat starts to follow me. So I'm kind of like, cats follow me, cats follow me. So I get back on the sidewalk, and two ladies are coming towards me. So I'm like, is this your cat? And they're like, no, we saw you with it. We thought it was your cat. I'm like, well, no, the cat was sitting here. It's out in the open. Coyotes are running around here. There's bobcats and stuff like that. Like, it looks to be like a love cat. So the lady comes up, and so I said, can you call the owner? So I looked at the number, and I read the number to her, and she called on her phone. So she's standing there, and she's like, oh, this is the weirdest message. And she's like, hey, I think we found your cat. We're standing on this corner. And then she hangs the phone. She goes, oh, it was like some old, scary voice going, oh. I'm like, what? So she takes a picture. I hold the cat. She takes a picture of it. She texts the picture to the lady, or to the person. We don't know who it is. Is this your cat? We found your cat. Meanwhile, she tries the number back again, and she plays it for me. And it's a crazy message on this phone. So we're kind of like, we don't hear anything back. We call the police department. They're like, well, we don't take in stray cats. You have to call the animal control. The three of us look at each other, animal control. Well, we know that means like no, because they might put the cat to sleep. So I said, look, there's a church back there, a couple of doors back. Why don't we go to the church? It was Sunday morning, and let's see if maybe we can leave the cat there until the owner is found. Because I'm walking. I'm like at this point 3 miles from home. I have no car or anything on me. They're walking. Like, what are we gonna do? So I'm holding the cat. We walk back to the church, standing there trying to get someone's attention. Meanwhile, the cat tried to get out of my hands, and a little scratch on my finger, and it started to bleed. So, and we walked up into the choir area. People are masked and singing and practicing. No one would come to our help. Finally, this nice young guy comes out towards me. Can I help you? We tell him the story, how we found this cat, and I said, you know, I'm bleeding. Do you think you could find a Band-Aid or something for me? And so he's like, let me go look. He comes back with a Band-Aid. Now, we're talking about the fact that we can't, no one's called back for this text or whatever. All of a sudden, the lady goes, oh, I'm getting a text. And she looks at it and she's like, the person goes, yeah, that's my cat. Why? Do you want her? What? Do you want her? And she's like, no, we don't want her. We're standing here with your cat. Come get your cat. Now we're all debating, the four of us now, what kind of a person would say, do you want your cat? Like, what? Do you want my cat? Like, so now we don't know what to do. And then all of a sudden, a lady comes out of the church and she's like, oh, I think that's the minister's cat or something. So she goes back in, and then the minister and her daughter come up, and it's the daughter's cat. And the daughter goes, oh, that's my cat, Colette's my cat. And I looked at her and I'm like, you asked if we wanted to keep your cat. Why would you say that? Oh, I was just kidding. It was Palm Sunday. It's Palm Sunday. It was a joke. I'm like, what kind of a joke is that? You don't make a joke like, do you want my cat? Like, I almost felt like saying, is there something mentally wrong with you? Like, I really thought something was cuckoo in her head. And I'm sure it was. And she goes and she grabs the cat out of my arm and she's like, she's well fed and she's well taken care of. And I'm like, you asked us if we wanted your cat. Like, who answers that? Like, we found your cat. You know, we found your cat. Like, she just likes to play in the yard. She's fine. I said she was on the street. Anyway, I had to walk away. And these two ladies that I forget their names now, well, as soon as I walked away, the guy that said to me, he said, you've done a good thing here. I'm like, really? Why do I feel so crappy now? As I walk away, I start to cry. And the two ladies beside me are like, it's okay. I'm like, no. I said, like, I feel badly for this cat. Like, I feel like we should have just taken that cat and ran, but how can we do that when the owner's standing right there? So I just felt sad. I couldn't believe that someone would just say, do you want a cat? It was disgusting to me. Anyway, and the lady, it's okay, you just got a soft heart, and I had my little hoodie on, I picked up some peanuts from some peanuts in the shell. I'm like, I've got peanuts to feed the squirrels too. Anyway, I'm a loser, I'm crazy. But I'll never forget that, and that little Colette has been haunting me, and I wish I didn't know these ladies. She was the one who called on her phone. I didn't have the cat's, owner's phone number. But I've walked by there a few times and tried to see if I could see Colette to make sure she's okay. She hasn't been back out roaming around, so I'm hoping that's a good thing. But could you, if you're an animal lover, could you ever say, do you want my cat? Do you want my dog? I mean, anyway, I'm just hoping that all the adoptions of the animals that have happened, which has been really wonderful through the pandemic, I'm hoping that everybody that adopted a dog or a cat or a turtle or a bunny or whatever have learned the joy of loving an animal to the point that they will do anything to take care of the animal. And we don't have a lot of rehoming of animals going on in the Los Angeles County or anywhere else for that matter. On that note, happy Wind Down Wednesday. And remember, animals are a gift. You learn something from your animal every day. Cannoli was my biggest teacher. I learned so much from him. He still has my heart. He always will. And it's such a joy and a gift to be able to learn how to communicate and love each other. It's the universe's gift giving us these wonderful creatures to be part of our life, and that we can share a loving life with another creature and to enjoy it the way we do. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, happy Wind Down Wednesday. Got a little music playing in the background. Be good. Be safe. Spread love and kindness.